Hello and happiest of days to each of you folks. Today we're going to be doing my my first short story of 10 in Hope and Darkness 2024 collection. For you folks, it's edited by Shane Walsh Smith. It's 20 pages long. It's called 40 Days. For you folks, it's by Andrew Medici. For you folks, it's the first Lone Wolf anthology. I just got this on Tuesday, knocked out our first one yesterday. When I'm recording this for you folks, it's right here. For you folks, that 40 days tells you, and you'll find out in the first little bit that this is actually set during the fire on the water, the second book's siege, while you, the lone wolf of Kai from Magnamon and that sort of a thing, are heading out to go grab the summer sword and go save from this surprise siege. You'll find out in the first book, Flight from the Dark, that your monastery, the good hope of Summerlin, the good kingdom right next to the evil bad guys, come Gondor next to Mordor, has just been having a surprise attack, and before that, they just killed all the Kai except for yourself, and you are the last survivor. And that sort of a thing. So you go tell the king the news of the massacre, and that sort of thing. Got to dodge all these sorts of battles and stuff like that too. And he tells you that that they are under siege now, and they can only last 40 days. So you got 40 days to go get the summer sword and bring it back. And that sort of thing from your next door neighbors and such. So that's basically the basic setup for what's happening. Here you are set in that era during that siege. You are in a prison. You are one of the recently. You're somebody who recently lost a daughter. You were a member of the police force that did investigations, kind of like a primitive detective, if you will. That sort of a thing. But after your daughter died, you lost your sort of hope and love for your people. And so you started a little bit of a downtrend in a bar while getting drunk and that sort of a thing. You just beat up three locals and that sort of a thing. So you're now getting sent to that jail. You start off in that jail. And that sort of a thing. You're going to be beating up a couple of people trying to get information that's in the same cell as you. You're going to find out that somebody, that Zagarna is offering people wishes if they open up the gates and let him in and join his side. For you folks, this actually is very reminiscent. In Fire on the Water, there is an assassination attempt right in the capital in the first little bit, and that sort of a thing. So this actually is resident to things that were happening, right? These people would have had to have gotten in, and that sort of thing. So checking them out, good stuff, right? So this actually is resonant with things that happen in Fire on the Water too. I don't think it's inconsistent at all. It fits in nice and swimmingly well, and that sort of thing. And then you're like, your main character's like, he's him in this case, but you get the idea. He's like, I think maybe I could use that wish to save my daughter and bring her back. That sort of a thing, all right? And so that's sort of the start of this darker slide, and so forth. I like it. It's 40 days of good stuff. Again, it's very resonant, and that sort of a thing. That's a nice thought. I'm picking between a 7.5 and an 8 for you folks, but I'm not sure. Typically, that means that I would be giving it a 7.75. But let's round up Andrew Medici's to an 8 overall for you folks. I like it. I didn't think it was too long or too short for a short story. It took me like maybe 40 minutes for me to read it in 20 pages in an oversized thing. 2 pages. 2 minutes a page is about right. You would expect, and that sort of thing. All right, so check this out. Again, I'll link you to in the comments below, and then let me know what your thoughts are. I'm just a Lone Wolf fan. As a reminder, I'm not somebody who's a literary critic. I'm not somebody who studied English, that sort of thing. Or literature or anything like that in college. So remember, that means your opinion is going to be just as valid as mine is. So let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to engage you with it further, and if you agree or disagree with my 8 out of 10, we're going to be doing a bunch of these and that sort of thing. I've got this one and the next volume 2. I've already prioritized them. That's 17 total short stories over the next 17 weeks. I might hit October. I'm not sure if that hits it, so I might suspend it after reading these because of the Cthulhu Mythos stuff. But you're right, because I typically like to take that month off to do a Cthulhu Mythos works and that sort of thing. But it's possible. Who knows? But basically, it's going to be doing these next 2 books for you folks. Again, I'll link them to you in the comments below if you're interested in checking it out for you folks. Alrighty, so there you go. And as a reminder, I do 3 of these older works and so forth that I review for you folks. Although this one's typically in 2024, so that's not that. Lesser known stuff, that sort of thing, and it's not that bad. So check that out if you're interested in this stuff, like novellas, novels, short stories, that sort of thing. I also do older reviews of video games, movie serials, RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, or war games like BattleTech stuff too, like mechs and stuff like that, or modules. And that sort of thing, so check that out too. So if those 7 older reviews a week sound like your cup of tea, then great. Welcome to the channel. Have a seat and kick off your shoes. I think you'll enjoy your time here quite a bit. And while you're here, why not do all the YouTube stuff, like hit the subscribe button, the like button, the bell icon to be notified of videos, and share with your friends. So basically watch and share. Those are the key ways to grow this channel for you folks. Alrighty, so there you go. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed your time watching this video. You know, we all have so many things, right, that are happening in our lives, and we're pulled in so many different directions too, right? So the fact that you spent this time with me, that's incredibly humbling, and I appreciate that so very, very much. So thanks for watching my stuff, and have a great day.